Hi, this is Scott Greiner from Greiner Engineering Tools, and I'm here at the KMR booth at MusikMesse 2014. Yeah, I think it's 2014, isn't it? And today we're showing Summation, the world's first DAW automated summing mixer. So Summation is a 16-channel stereo analog summing unit. The reason that we designed it and what makes it unique from all the other analog summing units available is that it has DAW-driven automation. We found that when we were working in our studio environment, we wanted to do a lot of certain kinds of analog processing outside of our DAW to eliminate some of the phase problems that can be incurred when you have latency from your converters. But with all the other DAW summing solutions out there, we found that there was no automation. We were missing our Pro Tools automation. So we designed Summation with the idea that you would integrate all of your analog outboard gear in the analog domain where there aren't these latency problems, but you can still retain all of the control of the great automation that's in your DAW, be it Logic or Cubase or Pro Tools. So the way that it works is you assign your tracks that you want to process or mix in the analog domain. You assign them to outputs out of your DAW. You route them to the inputs of Summation, where you can assign the channels to the left and right, or both buttons in is for panning in the center. And then there are several different modes of operation for controlling Summation within your DAW. Here we're in Pro Tools, and we're showing you the Summation Plugin fader, which controls each individual channel of Summation. So you would put this plugin on the channel that you want to automate, and simply enable automation on your channel. And any automation you write is written right into the track. And that automation is sent out to each individual channel of Summation. So your automation is happening in the analog domain after all of your analog processing, after your compression. So you're not having to automate into your compression, you're doing it after, the way it was meant to be. There is a stereo plugin for stereo tracks to facilitate easier left-right automation, so you don't have to match the left and the right. So it works exactly the same way. So Summation's other mode of operation is Huy Mode. This can be advantageous when you have a controller like an Avid Artist Series or an Icon or a D command, where you might want instant access to the Summation channels on faders and not have to navigate to the plugin in order to do your automation. So Huy Mode enables Summation to appear in Pro Tools as two Huy devices for the 16 channels, each Huy being 8 channels. In Pro Tools there's a maximum of 32 channels, so you can have 2 Summations running in Huy Mode. The way it works is you go into your setup of your peripherals, and you set your MIDI controller to Huy. Summation port 2 is for the first 8 channels, and Summation port 3 is for the second 8 channels, channels 9 through 16. You then create 16 blank tracks at the top of your DAW session, 32 if you happen to have 2 Summation units hooked up. And these faders will directly control Summation's channel volumes. Simple to set up, simple to use, and it works in any DAW that supports Huy.